my externship from the CIA. I was 19 years old. I went to the Broadmoor because it was the longest running 5-star, 5-diamond resort in the country, in the world, really. It had never lost a 5th star or a diamond. And I applied to work at the butcher shop because they were breaking down whole animal. And there was a chef named Ziggy Eisenberger, who's a certified master chef. I think he's from Austria. And everything about this place looked epic. And so I applied to go out there. I moved to Colorado Springs. I'm in the butcher shop. And the week I started, the lead butcher quit. So the chef shows up, the executive chef of the hotel, and works for a couple weeks with me in the butcher shop. And I just take lead, and I start showing me, and I start going, and I just show up early, and I'm like, it was awesome. Well, I then transferred to the Tavern, which was a steakhouse that had a live jazz band, a dance floor in front of it, an open kitchen grill station, an open pizza where we did cedar plank trout and pizzas, a wood burning oven in the dining room right next to the bar. And then you would go through an atrium, and then you get to the back, and it was a greenhouse that had all these flowers around, stone patio, and that was where we had lunch. And so the guests from the hotel would come and have lunch. We were off of the lobby of the hotel, and then at night it was a lively, like jazz, fun steakhouse, and I was cooking the steaks. Well, the president of that hotel would have his lunch at the grill station. I was the lunch grill cook, and I was doing a very, very poor job. I got called out by the sous chef. He's like, hey, let's take a walk. He walked me like 200 feet down, around, through a corridor, back into the bakery, opens up this walk-in that's like 30 feet wide, and then basically threatens me and tells me that he's not going to allow the weakest link in the team to affect his restaurant and his station. Just completely annihilated and destroyed me. And then I was like, every day I was just like, all right, I got 1 out of 10 meats. I got to get better. I got to get better. I got to get better. But the president would actually come, and he would sit and have lunch at the grill station. I would talk to him. And he told me the story. And he said to me, he goes, this is how I got my job. My friend got me the job at the driving range. And he said, this is the easiest job in the world. Bring a book. His first day of training, they go to the driving range. He's like, all we got to do is fill up these buckets of balls, put them on a table, sit down, read a book. The guests are going to walk down from the parking lot, down the hill. They're going to get a bucket of balls. They're going to go to the spot where they want to hit their bucket of balls. They're going to hit their bucket of balls. They're going to leave. They're going to play golf. And then so what you got to do is you just got to go back, gather the baskets. When everyone's done, we're going to ride this cart. We're going to pick up all the balls. We're going to break down the table, and that's it. All right, so he does this job the first day, and he went through it the way he was trained, and he didn't really have a book to read. He didn't understand why it was so, it wasn't doing anything, didn't have a purpose. And so what he did is the next day, he didn't set up the table. He filled up all the baskets with balls and put them at every single driving range slot. And then he didn't bring a book. He went up the path to the top of the hill, went to the parking lot, and then as the guests arrived, he would greet them, carry their bag, they would walk down the hill together. When he got about halfway down the hill, he said, you can go wherever you like. And then the guests went, they hit the bucket of balls. He then came back, helped them, picked up the bucket, and then off they would go. And the interesting thing is he thought he was breaking the rules, and because he did it completely different, but he felt like he was doing it in the interest of the guest. And without him knowing, the managers, the owners, the club members were all like, who is this guy? Like, this is amazing. So he got promoted to the front desk. He ends up running the front desk, gets promoted to room service, takes over room service, becomes the food and beverage director of the hotel. He then started running room service. After room service, he became the vice president. Then he's the president, and now he's on this club where he's one of the richest guys in the United States. And the place is like, it's heaven. It's a really, really amazing place to go. Their spa's one of the best. Like the LPGA has their tournaments there. It's a really, really special place. And so I think of that, and I think all of you guys should have that story in the back of your mind and think of that empowerment of changing things and innovating for the guest to make it a better experience. And if you do that and you contribute, you're going to get it back tenfold, and karma and service, doors will open. That's the key. That's the secret to success. That's it.
All around. Good game, dog. Good game, dog.